Hi, I'm going to quickly walk you through accessing and using your Spanish MindTap through the Cengage mobile app. So the first thing you or your students will want to do is download the Cengage app and then log in using the same credentials that you used to create your account with. Once a student is ready, they'll open up the Cengage app. They'll see a list of all their active courses. In this case, we're going to click in and take a look at the elementary Spanish. The first thing the student's always going to see is this week view. So the week view is going to walk them through what's due this week. So you can see we have something due tomorrow by midnight and something on Friday by midnight. It also lets us know that these activities are able to be done in app. Many of our activities for the Spanish MindTap are able to be done inside the mobile app, which is really nice. It will tell us if they're not able to be done in the mobile app, and if that's the case, then there'll be a little computer icon there. Due later will show activities due with future due dates. Complete will show what assignments we've already done. Unspecified will be a full list of activities that are in the MindTap. See here, these are the ones listed here with computer-only activities, but there's also some in-app practice activities that students can do. To quickly show you what an assignment is going to look like, I'll go ahead and click into one. It's going to first give us some things here to let us know when it's due again, that it's graded. It's an in-app assignment. We can also add it to our calendars. This means we can actually click that button, open up, add it to our Apple Calendar, our Google Calendar, our Outlook Calendar. This is another way for students to set reminders for themselves. It's a nice little feature. It's also going to let us know the estimated time to do this assignment. So we'll go ahead and start this activity. And once we launch in, the nice thing is this is going to be very similar to what the actual desktop version of MindTap looks like. It's the 2-panel screen. So it's going to first take us to the actual exercise. But if I need to study, I can click the study tab. I can go ahead and click review it and come back to what I need to review before I come back to my activity. So this is where we can enter in our answers. I'll just type some things in here. I'll get it all wrong, but that's okay. And then I'll go ahead and hit submit. Nope, I don't want to keep going, so I'll go ahead and submit it now. Didn't do too great. I still have 2 attempts left. I could try again if I'd like, but for now we'll go ahead and leave this activity. So it's going to remain on our this week until we do either get 100% or use all 3 of our attempts. And then it would fall under the completed activity assignment. Other things inside the Cengage mobile app are the attendance feature that you as an instructor could set up an attendance. This is where students would check in using their phone. This is all geolocated as well, so they have to be within a radius of your phone to take attendance. This will let students check in from here, keep track of their attendance, how many they've missed, how many they've attended, previous ones, days they've missed, as well as polls. As an instructor, you can create polls. I have a separate video that will show you how to do that. But this is going to allow you to ask questions. Some instructors use this as a form of keeping track of attendance as well for what students answered the polls that day. Students will also be able to keep track of their their grades in here. As you can see, it's password protected, and I have already enabled it with face recognition on my iPhone. So when I click that grade tab, I'd either have to enter in my passcode or it uses my face recognition to sign me in. So that way, if someone got a hold of my phone, they can't just see my grades. Clearly, I've not done very great with my overall score of only 16%, but you can see what assignments I've done, which ones I've missed, which ones I've gotten 100% on, and which ones I haven't done so hot on. If a student was interested in reviewing these assignments as well, they can come in, they can click on the assignment, and they can see the details of the assignment. For more in-depth stuff, as far as like reviewing their answers, any feedback you might give them, they can also go to the desktop version of MindTap and get that feedback there. Now, one of my top 2 favorite things to show with the Cengage mobile app is the book. Now, this is the Expresiones book, and it can be downloaded. It doesn't take all that long to download. This means that students can use it offline. So they don't need to be attached to Wi-Fi. They don't have to worry about using data. They can download and they can read the book right from their phone, which is great. So once they actually click in here, they can just flip over to the right to flip through books. There's a table of contents here. So if I want to jump to chapter 1, I can go through and I can do that. Now the nice thing that you might see as I'm scrolling here is this is going to match the book exactly, but there's also page numbers now. You can see the little 5 here coming to the top of the screen. And as we scroll down, these page numbers will be listed. This is a new update that's coming. Now we're on to page 6. So this is so a student can actually know where they're at. So if they do have a physical book, if you have a reference a physical book, they can use that to actually come in and make sure that they're on the right page with you. So they can change the font size if they need to. They can have it read to them, as you can see here. They can change the speed. There's 3 different styles. This is all available for them just by tapping the screen and having the menu bar drop down at the top. They can bookmark pages. They have a little compass, so if they need to search a page, they can go to this page specifically. Another nice feature, as you can see, we jump right to page 100. So this means that you, as an instructor that has a physical desk copy, if you reference a page through the semester, even if your student isn't on a computer, doesn't have a physical book, they can find the exact page that you're referencing. They can change the font size, whether they want day, whether they want night. They can change how the text actually looks for them. And they can change the size. All that's available just, again, through the menu bar. So now I'll go ahead and back out. The last few things that I will show you are the study tools. So what's really nice is there's 3 main study tools. 2 of them will fall here under the study tools. So the first one is flashcards. Students can come in and review flashcards, which we know for world languages is quite effective and really liked by students. So by tapping the card, it flips it over so they can go, okay, derecho means right. Perfect. I've mastered it. I'm going to go ahead and tick that as mastered, and I'll flick to the right to get to the next card. Okay, Three's Company. Perfect. I've mastered that one as well. And I've mastered this one, and so on and so forth. So as they go through, they can come and review their mastered cards versus their unmastered cards. Here's the kicker, though. Students can also create their own using this plus in the bottom. So when they click the plus, they can create their own right here. And then they can also do it with an image if they wanted to. And from there, this is where they could put in an image if they could paste in an image, one that they've copied from the internet. And then once they were done, they just hit save in the upper right-hand corner. And this has been added into their cards for chapter 1. The other thing that you have inside here is a flashcard quiz. So the flashcard quiz is a multiple choice option where they're given the answer and then they actually have to find it. So corto or short, perfect. Short in length specifically. So serious, we're gonna, again, this is sort of Jeopardy style where they're given the answer and they have to form the question or what the word is. These are fun. These are really nice for students to just do in passing while they're waiting in preparation for quizzes. If they're working on to have a conversation or things like that, this is something that they can do. Now, my favorite feature to show here is the pronunciation that we have that's only on the mobile app. You can access it from the MindTap desktop, I should correct myself, but it's a lot more effective through the mobile app. It was designed for the mobile app. So if you come to activities and you go to the unspecified and you scroll all the way to the bottom, which these can be during setup, move to an easier location to access. But this being my demo course, I do still have them all the way at the bottom. So there's some things to note. There's a Vital Source ebook that they can access via the computer and the Spanish glossary. But I want to go what's right above here, which is the pronunciation practice. There is one for each chapter, and it is an in-app activity. And like I said, it is designed for the app, so it works a lot better. So we're going to try to launch this and try to pronounce some words really quick. So they click in, they're going to see they have their first attempt, they'll click start, and they're going to have a full list of vocabulary words to practice. They can first listen to it.
Inteligente.
And then they can try to say it. Inteligente. Ooh, not so good. So I press the button, I said the word, and I stop by pressing the button again. Didn't do too great, but I can listen to my recording. Inteligente. And I can listen again to this.
Inteligente.
And say, okay, I think I might have it now. Inteligente. Boom. I nailed it. I was able to hear my feedback, go back to how it was pronounced in the app, say it again, and I got it. It's going to keep track that I have one correct out of 150 possible. Doing good. So again, these can be prioritized, so they're more top of the list, so students are having to scroll all the way to the bottom for this, but that pronunciation is so key, and it's a really nice feature. So I know this was a bit of a long demonstration to show you what was inside the mobile app, but there's a lot of great things here. I hope that you found this helpful, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.